The national curriculum can be quite daunting to understand. This video gives you a quick overview of the education system and which Collins or Letts products can support your child's learning at each stage. This covers the years children spend from the beginning of nursery or preschool to the end of reception class in primary school. This is recognised as a distinct stage of learning when children learn best through active play which builds on their individual needs and interests.
We find it very important to have sticker books and activities at home because one, it stimulates the children on a number of different levels. You can gauge how they're progressing and it's very interactive as well. So we can be involved with it. You can really show an interest in what they're doing, and it covers a number of different areas as well. So it could be anything from checking kind of reading and writing or numerical ability, etc. As a parent, I'm looking for books which challenge the children, which are interesting, which aren't monotonous, which offer variety, which are relevant to the world that they live in, which help them to expand their minds and their experience.
The national curriculum is made up of key stages. At Key Stage 1, the Primary National Strategy plays a key role in delivering improvements in standards. The main focus is on raising literacy and numeracy skills among primary school children. The Primary National Strategy continues into Key Stage 2. Teachers also use approaches to raise standards across the whole curriculum, particularly in science and ICT. By the end of Key Stage 2, most children will be at Level 4. Children's attainment levels are assessed through Key Stage 2 national tests or SATs.
I've always had books at home. Even when they were small and they couldn't read or write, I had sort of sticker books. And then once the kids got older, they became more serious and then, started getting SAT paper books and that. And also when two have got homework and one hasn't, that child feels a bit, sort of like why am I doing homework and no one else is? So I always say, well, get a workbook. So they're all over my house the whole time.
It doesn't matter if you get it wrong or right, it's just to see what you can do on your own. And it's a bit fun, it's quite fun, because sometimes it makes you really think, and I enjoy doing them.
Dictionary is like if you need a word, and you ask your parents, they might just say, look in the dictionary, and dictionaries really help.
I say to my mum, how do you spell this word? Or what does this mean? Like when I get spelling word, my mum will be like, okay, can you look up all of these? Like the certain ones. And she'll make me look in the dictionary. And at school I use a thesaurus for if you're trying to, and for adjectives, you can go to a thesaurus, find the word you want, and there'll be better words for it, like nice and big. You'll find better words for it.
Key Stage 3 covers 3 years of compulsory education. Children are assessed so that teachers can learn more about their progress in maths, English and science. In Year 9, children make choices about which subjects they will study at GCSE.
I think we really need to have something extra because much as the school does their part, they can only do so much, and I really think that for parents to understand what children are learning in school, it's completely different to when I went to school. It's a different way of learning, even the way they do their maths and everything. Sometimes I'm a bit like, So it's good for us to be able to work with our children, knowing that we understand what they're learning as well.
I like that not all of them are that hard as well to do, and that I kind of felt more confident to do them when I was doing my exams because I knew most of the things about them.
Last year when Holly was doing her SATs, they were really pushed to do grammar because it was the first year that they had grammar in the SATs. And it was from the whole of year 6, it was grammar, 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 and they were fed it, they were eating it, sleeping it was all grammar. But it was so worth it in the end because she came out with really good results because we did extra work with her at home.
At Key Stage 4, your child will study a mix of compulsory and optional subjects. Compulsory subjects are English and English literature, maths, science, ICT, citizenship, RE and PE. Your child will then choose 4 optional subjects from the arts, design and technology, humanities and modern foreign languages.
When I choose a revision guide, I try and look for one that's helpful and friendly, and it's set out in a nice way so you can really understand what you're looking at.
The best revision books are the ones that are friendly and established, so you know what you're doing in them and you know what you're getting. It's helpful to get recommendations from family and friends because then you know how to succeed and you know what they've done to succeed as well.
For languages, it's really important to have a good dictionary that has a good variety of words in it that you might be using, because you want to try and include lots of unusual words in your work because then you get more marks, and it really helps to have dictionaries to reference and stuff when you're doing that. I use dictionaries quite regularly, especially when I'm doing French or German coursework, because there's lots of words that teachers can't just tell you or tell the whole class, so you need to look them up on your own.
Your child may stay in education and take A-levels. They may stay on at school if they're in an institution that continues on to age 18, or choose to go to a sixth form college to study for their A-levels. Your child will choose 5 subjects to study for 1 year. At the end of the year, they take AS exams. At this point, they may choose to leave school or college, or they may decide to complete A2 courses in 3 out of their 5 subjects. This will complete a full A-level.
Revision guides are good because they're normally quite colourful, and then they have like exam questions and activities that you can do, and then that means you can like actively revise rather than just reading, so then it makes it more fun and also you remember more things.